Good afternoon, YouTube. So I've been having some problems with this automatic door closer on my garage door leading into the house. It's been acting up recently where it'll get stuck, and so I went up and looked at that. I've got the little arm disconnected, but let me show you what's going on up there. Yeah, so here's the top of the unit. It's got this arm that sits on a square shaft, and then that sits over there and then bolts in here. Let me see if I can get a wrench on there and rotate it. As you open it up and then release it, it's got I guess it's got like a coil spring and then a damper. So there's a close adjuster and an open adjuster on the end there. I'll show you that here. Yeah, I think it closes slowly when it's wide open, and then at the very end you can have it close a little bit faster so that it latches properly. I think that's the way it works. But anyway, this has been acting up, and what I found was that end of the arm is not really square anymore, and in fact it's cracked right there. I tried hammering the crack closed. Yeah, you can see what happens. It's just so loose on that shaft that there's that much play in the in that arm. So I think I'm going to try squeezing this back together and then grind off some of the paint and put a little bit of weld on there. Maybe I'll try to build up that hole a bit and see if I can make it a little tighter fit. Okay, YouTube, I think that'll do the trick. What I did was hammered this shut a few times and then ran the part through the bandsaw and kept whittling away this stretched metal here until it closed back up into a square. So I think the metal on this side had stretched and then it finally cracked. And now it's a pretty snug fit on the square shaft, so I'm going to grind this off and then try to put a couple of welds on the cracked side here. Okay, I just ran a weld bead around the outside with my MIG welder. Might have to touch up that end a little bit. I figured I'd build up the weld metal up a little bit higher, and then I could always grind it down. Because I think part of the problem is the metal is a little bit thinner than the square stud is tall. So I was thinking adding a little thickness on there would also help the problem. So yeah, I think I need to do one more pass there and then start grinding it down until it fits. Okay, there we go, YouTube. Got the hole squared up. I just had to put a little extra weld along the broken side, and then had to file that out with a little triangle file. Got a little sharper than 90 degrees, but look at that. It fits right on there, and it's pretty snug fit right now. So yeah, I think that'll do the job. So clean it up, paint it, and we'll try it out in the morning once the paint's dry. So I'll show you what that looks like. So there we go, all fixed. You can open the door. It stays open if I open it that far. And then if I just open it normally, it closes slowly there, and then the last section it speeds up so it clips into the latch. I have weather stripping around the door that you have to compress to get the latch to close. So yeah, everything works. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Just give a shout out to welder CSR. Used his welding build-up technique there, built up the metal on that pivot arm as I showed you, and so you build it up with the weld bead and then you grind it back down, and then I filed out the square hole to just barely fit over that square shaft on top of the closer there, and gave it a coat of paint, and we're good to go. So yeah, if you have a door closer like that and you find that long straight rod there gets loose on the shaft, it's probably because that square hole has stretched out, or in my case one side broke. It was a square shaft in a round hole, and that doesn't work. You got to get that hole squared back up. So yeah, if you have a door like that and need to fix it, that's a good way to go. If you have any questions about that, post up in the comment section below. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, if you enjoy videos like that. And as always, thanks for watching.